Oh, ini dia 3 lawan 3 Profesor Thom Haye.
Welcome back at The Highway, your weekly podcast with Indonesian superstar Thom Haye. Hello, Tom.
And getting more famous.
No,
New
not
co-host Neil Peterson.
yet. Not yet. You have a nice haircut, Tom.
Thank you very much.
You
I
just
just came
went-
from the barber.
Yeah. And? Are you satisfied?
I am. But normally I put something else in, but I had to rush directly to the studio, so it's okay. But I will look better tomorrow with my own gel.
Okay. So last week we had your colleague from TIMNAS, Sandy Walsh. He was a guest on our show.
What did you think about the episode?
I thought he was a really nice guy. And a lot of people texted me that I sounded really stupid about your guys' hobby, about
Yeah?
Lego. Yeah, because they said I play it also. I got DMs from people. People called me that I reacted really stupid. So sorry for everyone if I reacted stupid, but I didn't know this was a thing.
Really nice from you to apologize.
Yeah, of course.
to
That's
everyone.
also here. This is also the place to be honest about making mistakes and stuff. And so Sandy was really nice. And you know what I really like about him? He's a really down to earth guy,
Yes.
but he's living an insane life right now in Japan.
Yes, I think you could say his whole life changed.
Yeah.
Really.
Because hey, for the people in Indonesia watching, Mechelen, where he lived, it's nice, but hey,
It's Mechelen.
it's Mechelen. And now he's living in Yokohama, close to Tokyo.
Homa.
Yokohama. Sorry?
Yokohama.
Yokohama, close to Tokyo. Yeah, and a good thing also after the episode of last week, we're growing and growing, nearly 300k on YouTube.
You know what I also saw? I saw a lot of positive reactions on me asking everyone
Oh,
to
no,
greet
no,
you in
no,
Jakarta
no.
if they see you.
I hated that video.
How about your plans in March?
So,
Do you have any plans to visit Jakarta?
so listen. It was, I can be honest with the people watching now, it was impossible for me to go because I have to host the UFC in London. What is a great opportunity
When?
for me on Saturday. So you're playing on Thursday, and on Saturday I'm hosting in London, the O2 Arena, UFC London. Great experience, great opportunity. But we found a way that I finish at like 12 at night, 1 at night, and 5 hours later I'm going to the airport. So I'm flying from London to Jakarta. So I'll be in Jakarta.
So
on
you
Monday.
arrive?
On Monday in the morning at the 24th, day for the game. So it's going to be, yeah. So I'm probably going to have the big jet lag, but I cannot tell you how excited I am.
I'm looking forward to all the High Neil videos.
No.
If you recognize Neil, you know what to do. You know what to do.
No. So, but the only thing, so I'm so excited. Like I'm seeing all the hype videos about the game against Bahrain. We'll talk about the game against Bahrain. We'll talk about the first game against Australia. But for the people watching, please tell me. You can do it through a direct message on the highway, on Tom's Instagram, my Instagram. What should I do on Monday? What should I do on match day? Please tell us.
Probably it's better to contact your Instagram or the highway because I try to read a lot of messages.
You read a lot.
but
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's,
So
it's
please
really
let me
hard
know
to see everything.
what should I do. Like when I visited Bali twice, I played football with locals. I really enjoyed that in a cage. That was amazing. So if I can play somewhere in Jakarta during the days, it would be great. And all right, I can also say something. No. I'll tell you later what we're going to do.
And
We're going to do something very
I
special.
think,
On match day.
there's one good thing for me to point out because no one has to worry that I'm not focused or anything.
Yeah.
Of course, I think the day this podcast comes out, it's the day I'm flying to Sydney as well.
Yeah, on Saturday. Right?
So I think just to be sure, I want to make clear like we're having the podcast now and we're looking forward to the period that is coming. But for me, actually, of course, Neil and the team, they will make content and you can see a lot of things. So I would definitely follow the highway because there's a lot more coming.
Yeah.
But after this podcast is out, for me, there's
silence.
silence. Yes,
Silence until the Wednesday.
I'm focused on
games.
on the games.
Yeah.
Of course, the most important thing. But I thought maybe it's good to say because
No, but it's really good because I sometimes see also the reactions. I think when I'm always talking, like when we started the podcast, we always said this is going to be a great experience. Hey, to be honest, it's been a greater experience than I ever expected. This podcast until now, we've been doing I think for 5 months. It feels like for 5 years. It's so much fun.
I had never imagined we could do so many different things already.
No, but we always said football is number one. And football is number one here in Holland for Almere City. And of course for TIMNAS. So I think it's really good you told the people. So we'll be airing this on Saturday. You'll be in the air on your way to Sydney. And then the next time we'll record something will be after the games against Bahrain and Australia. So, and then what you said, we're going to do so much content in Indonesia. I already saw the ideas. Kenneth, Frank and Karil, they are just pumping the whole day ideas. But hey, they are not locals. We need ideas from locals. We need ideas from you guys. So drop them. And it will be also very cool to see some of the guys who are visiting the game on Tuesday to meet outside of the stadium. I would be really nice to meet you guys. And I'm going to hopefully meet some of your family in Jakarta. We just saw some pictures.
Yes.
They're making... Hey, that's amazing.
Yeah, homemade t-shirts.
Homemade t-shirts for
with I love
supporting...
Indonesia on the back and a picture of me.
Yeah, because you have a lot of family in Jakarta.
They're really proud, so it's really nice to see.
Yeah. So that's for the 24th when I'm hopefully arriving in Jakarta in the morning on Monday 24th. And now we're going to talk about the 2 upcoming games, starting the 20th against Australia.
4 more games left in the group stage.
Yeah, so it's a crazy group. Before we will dig into the games.
Yeah, I think already before the group started, if you look at the teams, I think it's the closest group. And actually it shows because it's really, every team is so close together that still anything can happen.
Yeah, so Japan is the strongest. I think everyone...
Probably you could say they will become first in the group.
Yeah, they have 16 points, and then Australia 7 points, and then it's 4 countries, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and China. They all have 6. Like you said, 4 games left, everything to play for. Everyone faced each other already, so everyone knows each other already. And I think TIMNAS is the biggest surprise until now. We won't look back at all the other games, but I think you have a good feeling now about the opponents. And I think, you're going to travel, I think, for 20 hours now? More than 20 hours?
To Sydney.
To Sydney? So it's the longest away game.
I'm happy because my team this weekend, we play on Friday.
Yeah.
So it means that Saturday I can already travel to Sydney. So... I'm a little bit lucky that I have like 1 or 2 days more to adjust.
Yeah.
So that's a positive thing, but it's a far journey. But on the other hand, also Australia has a lot of players, of course, who are playing in Europe.
Yeah.
And they have to make the same journey. So that's what it is.
That's right. And looking back at the first game when you guys played against Australia, like I was so happy with the draw. I was so happy because
I didn't start that game.
No, you didn't?
No, I came in.
Okay, but like, what do you remember from that game?
I remember it was a really tight game.
Yeah.
I think it was really balanced. Both teams physical. Both teams didn't get a lot of chances. But yeah, it was a really tight game, and I think it was the most balanced game that we played in our group.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I expect a little bit
the same
in Australia. I think also Saudi was, of course, Saudi Arabia was a strong opponent, but at home we could show the difference, and I think we deserved at the end. We deserved to win, so that we did that very well. Now it's a tough game in Australia, but also one to look forward to. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
And of course, Bahrain. We played away, and everyone knows what happened. That we were leading, and we were really close to
Winning.
taking the 3 points, and then unfortunately, because of different circumstances, it didn't happen.
No, it was.
But I think everyone also in Indonesia is really excited and looking forward to that game. And of course, there's one thing on our mind, and that's winning.
Yeah. So are you a kind of person that when you look at the schedule, look at the table, that you're calculating, okay, if we get here a point and 3 points,
No.
I'm like that
Because in you know what, in Dutch we have a good expression.
What is it?
The ball is round. You know that one? Yeah. Of course. No, but it's a funny way of saying in Dutch that even if you're the strongest opponent, or you're really good in something, like especially with football, like you can play a really good game, but sometimes the luck is not on your side, or something happens, and anything can happen. So it's hard to look forward too much.
Yeah.
And the only thing you can say is, if you look a little bit to all the schedules in the group, it's nice we have still two home games as well.
Yeah.
I think it's important to get a good result in Sydney. But also, if I look at the other teams that are, everyone is close to us, so the groups is really tight, and everyone needs to play against each other, away, home. It's hard to predict. For me, it's just important to focus.
I think every game is so important.
Yeah, and it's just focusing on the first 2 games. And I said it multiple times in the podcast. Don't look forward too much.
No, and like I'm gonna admit now, we're talking about this game, and I can feel it in my stomach. Like, I'm getting nervous for the game against Australia.
Maybe we can say what you are planning to do or is it a little bit too early?
No, sure. Yeah, we cannot support THOM and TIMNAS in Australia because I have to go to the UFC in London. So we came up with something different. We are going to do a live stream. We're going to watch the game live here in the studio with guests, really nice guests. We'll announce them during the week. So you can watch the game and listen to us when we'll be discussing the game. And probably I'll be a little bit emotional watching the game. So I won't be as calm as I'm like here right now. But we thought we'll do something new. And
we call it's
an
It's
experiment.
called like the watch party.
Yeah,
so
it's a watch party. Yeah.
For everyone who is not able to see the game live, or of course in Sydney, you can join the experience with Neil and see how emotional he is.
How we So that's on Thursday the 20th, and then do you guys fly directly after a game back or the next day?
Most of the time, honestly, I don't know yet what the schedule is.
Yeah.
Now, but most of the time, we take direct flights after a game to be at the new destination as quick as possible to adjust.
Yes, and then you're back in Jakarta, and then you have a few days to recover, and then back at GBK Stadium.
Yes. So it has been a few months. Yeah. So of course I'm really excited to be back in Jakarta. And I think everyone is really ready for the games that are coming.
I have to admit, I watched the game back, the highlights against Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Because just to see the craziness of the atmosphere, but also, I have to admit, and I hope you're watching, Marcelino, the chip of Marcelino and the celebration. It's good to refresh my memory before I get there.
And it's also nice that you get to experience it now in real life. So,
you know that a lot of people are who are watching the podcast in Holland, they are joking with me on WhatsApp or on Instagram. They say, you really have no idea. You say you're laughing about it, but you really have no idea.
You have no idea.
So we'll see about that. short thing what I wanted to talk about. The last time, of course, the victory against Saudi Arabia was a great result. But you have a few new teammates with Timnas. 4 new players are in the team. Dean James from Go